Here are 4 ways to connect wire to your receptacle outlet, which are code compliant. The first one, let's connect to our side terminal. In order to do that, you want to remove the insulation at 3/4 of an inch or 19 millimeters. Now with the insulation off, we're going to make a little J-hook on the end here, and you can either use needle nose pliers, but also on your wire strippers, you probably have a little hole here which allows you to curl it. So get it right to close to the end. Curl that at about 180. It should look like that. Now putting it on the screw terminal, notice that we're putting it on so that it goes from left to right. Okay? It's going this way, clockwise, because the screw tightens clockwise. So that ensures that the wire stays underneath that screw, doesn't get pushed off or pushed out. And to make sure you've done it properly, look for these particulars. You want to make sure that there's not too much insulation stripped off here. You don't want too much bare wire, that can cause arcing and fire hazard. You want to make sure that the insulation is not up underneath the screw either. That can also cause a bad connection and arcing. You want to make sure there's only one wire on a screw terminal. If you need more than that, use a pigtail. And then also that it's tightened properly. And there are special screwdrivers to fit these screws. If you don't have one, I recommend trying a green handle Robertson. That will fit nicely inside here, and that should allow you to tighten it up properly. And you want to make sure that you've connected the proper wire to the proper screw terminals. A red or black hot wire will go to the brass screw terminals. The white wire, they will go to the silver terminals, and then a bare or a green will go to our bonding ground screw here. And that's what a proper connection should look like on that screw terminal. Now we can also backstab here. This is not recommended, and I'll show you why. Now we look, our white wires are going to go on this side. You can see they're labeled. Of course, that's the silver screw. Our black or reds would go on the hot wire, our brass screws. And you notice also there's a wire strip gauge on the back here, and that's if you're backstabbing. So let's strip the wire, match that length. I'm a little bit long, so we'll just trim a little off. All right, there we go. Now those will just go right in the back. But the problem with these is that over time, when you're using the outlet, the wire and the metal inside can heat up and expand, and then of course cool down and contract, and over time you can get some metal fatigue and they can loosen. I mean, even here, that was a fresh outlet, first time I've done that. You can see how easily that can just, not as easy that time. So there, the second time, it bit a little bit better, but you just never know how good that connection is going to be or how long it's going to last. So it's not recommended to use the backstab method. Now another method is with a pigtail, and this would be in an instance where you might need to connect 2 wires to the outlet. It's very dangerous to connect 2 wires to 1 screw. Over time, with heating and cooling, as they expand and contract, things can just loosen up and fail. You can see there, see that's loose already. So that is not recommended. What you want to do instead is create a pigtail. So I'm going to cut these off. You get a wire at least 6 inches long. I'm going to strip both ends at 3/4 of an inch or 19 millimeters. It's a good place to start. We're going to trim one end anyways. Okay, so here's my 19 millimeters. This end I'm going to connect to the outlet. So I'm doing my J-hook. So there are my pigtails ready to go. In this example, these are all the blacks, so I'm going to do these other ones. 19 mils is a little bit long for this, but better to have too much than too little. We're going to trim it anyways. So now I'll take the two blacks that we're going to attach to my screw post. I'm going to put them together with the pigtail. Now taking a pair of linesman pliers, first I'm going to line them up so that the ends are all uniform. And taking some linesman pliers, now I'm going to turn it clockwise, grabbing them by the ends, twisting it clockwise, and I want to get a mechanical connection. You can see that end's pretty nasty. We can't get a wire nut on it, so we're going to trim that off so that it's even. Then taking a wire nut which is rated for the number of wires and gauge that you're using. As you can see, this one is max 312. We're using 314 gauge. So now I'm going to take this wire nut and I'm going to turn it clockwise. And as it grabs, I'm going to keep twisting it till I get these wires also twisted, and that'll just give some extra mechanical connection. Once you've made your pigtail, you want to check two things. One is that there is no bare wire coming out past the bottom of the wire nut. And then just give each of your wires a good tug. Make sure that they are securely connected. Then I'll simply take the J-hook from the pigtail and connect that to the screw terminal. Now for a regular outlet, those are the main ways that you're going to attach your wires to code. Now sometimes you may have a heavy duty outlet and they have a nice option of there's this little plate that you can put the wire into that, and that is a nice option as well. So let's have a look at how that works. On the back here you can see that there's a strip gauge, one here, and then there's another strip gauge here. On this heavy duty outlet, this strip gauge is for when you're doing the J-hook on the screw terminal, and the shorter one, which is about 10 to 12 millimeters, that is the length when you're doing it this method. So strip that down. Check my gauge. You can see it's too long. Now I just want to show you why it's too long. If it's too long, you can see that it might come out over the top, and we want it to be sitting nice inside there. So a little bit too long, I'm going to trim it. It's really very close. Perfect. See, with the screw backed off, that should also back off. And then this will go underneath, okay? I want to make sure it's not up like that. If I do that, my insulation is under that compression plate. It's not going to seat properly. It's not going to conduct electricity properly. So it should look like that, just with the insulation just backed off from that plate. So there, now that's that. You can see it's not, we don't have bare wire coming out extending past the outlet, and we don't have bare wire coming up and extending out past the compression plate as well. You'll also notice that you can actually put two wires in there. So this does give you the option of code to connecting two wires. However, you can also still just use the pigtail method, but both of those will be code. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, comment, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching.